What's up, guys? I am here to do a video with you. Where is the tags? Okay. Get to know me tag. Right. I went on YouTubesociety.com to find like questions to answer for you guys. There's about 30 questions. There is 30 questions, and I'm just like, let's just get into it. I don't need to ramble too much anymore. So let's get started. Question number 1. What is your middle name? It's on my Facebook. Everybody knows what it is. It's Leanne. And I used to love it until I knew that there was a country singer whose name's Leanne Rhymes. And then I just felt like that was too country for me. But alas, that is my name, so I will wear it proudly. What is your favorite color? Well, technically I have 3 favorite colors. Black, gold, and pink. I'm either super girly and pink and frilly, or super dark and sharp and goth. I don't know, I just love meshing the 2 worlds together. I just think they're great. Who was your first best friend? His name was Alex Delgard, and we went to the same babysitter and same elementary school up until about like 3rd grade, I want to say. And I never saw that kid again, but I used to consider him my best friend. How tall are you? I'm 4'10", but I tell everybody that I have a tall personality, so that's why they don't realize that I am very, very short. Cats or dogs? Well, in the past 3 years, I've had 6 cats and 3 dogs. But yeah, I have been more of a dog person, but recently into my adulthood, with owning cats, I've fallen just as much in love with cats as I am in love with dogs. I just love animals, even the mythical ones. Funniest moments throughout school? I think some of the funniest moments, honestly, were on the bus. I just loved like bullshitting with them on the bus. That was one of my favorite things to do. Nick, I hope you're watching. You know who you are. Anytime that we were doing something like we weren't supposed to, like me and Jessica used to sneak into the dressing room that was behind the stage in our high school and used to take like dumb emo selfies.
The prettiest in crowd that you had ever seen. Ribbons in her hair and her eyes gleamed me.
Yeah, maybe I'll like flash a picture of that. I think I have something like that somewhere into my computer's abyss. How many countries have you visited? I was born in the Philippines, so that's one country, and then I was adopted by an American couple, and I've lived in America my majority of my life. Call that 2, or do you call that none? Because I don't know what to call that. Like, I didn't like spend time really in the Philippines. I was only 18 months old when I was adopted. Are you in or have gone to college? I went to beauty school, and I graduated 2 weeks early, 87% on my state final, I think. So I have a degree in cosmetology, but I am not licensed in New Mexico. Favorite and worst subject in high school? My favorite subject in high school was English. I have always been a very creative writer. I love telling stories. I love creating a world that doesn't exist and just totally getting engulfed in it and living through those characters and just pretending to be somebody else for a while. Like, that was something that I was really into in high school. I was and still am a very huge anime nerd, and anime was a big inspiration to my writing, and I also love to read books a lot. I haven't read a book in quite a while, but I have a built-in bookcase filled with books that I read in high school, and I even kept some of the ones that we were required to read because I loved them so much. So English was my favorite subject and my best subject, and my worst subject was math, and just numbers do not make sense to me. I can do very basic math, and that's it. I can tell you that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Other basic shit like that. It takes me for fucking ever to count money, and anytime, the more I lose count, the more anxious I become, and it just gets to me too much for me to handle, and I just kind of like have a panic attack. And I have really bad test anxiety because I will know all the answers to these. I've been studying them all week. As soon as that test is right in front of me, and I know that I am pressured to get these right to pass my class, I don't remember anything anymore. Because I used to go to tutoring lessons after school. I was placed in a special class with a smaller group of kids so the teacher could give us more individual attention, and I still was just getting like low C's. I tried my hardest and I cannot understand math. It used to take me like an hour to count the drawers when I was managing at Babes. So if I lost count, I have to do it all over again.
Do it all over again. Do it all over again. Do it all over again.
And that could probably be like 6 to 8 times. What is your favorite drink? Hot tea, iced tea, Arizona tea, green tea, chai tea, Red Bull, anything that has caffeine in it. What is your favorite animal? It's a unicorn, but my favorite animal, a lot of people would say it's a panda, because I used to have a lot of panda stuff, or a penguin. Penguins, I would say, would be considered my favorite animal. I love all animals, so it's hard to say that like I love one particular animal. What is your favorite perfume? Okay, a lot of people are gonna make fun of me for this, but I love Ed Hardy perfume. I have been wearing it since I was 14. I got it as a gift, and I just really liked the smell. And even my friends were like, anytime I smell Ed Hardy perfume, I think of you. So it kind of just like became like my go-to perfume to wear. And I still have a bunch of bottles that I have not used that I've had for years. What would you or have you named your kids? We don't have any children yet, but we do like the names Francesca Rose and Carl James. Carl is his grandfather's name, and James is my stepdad's name. What is your favorite book? Any book by Ellen Hopkins is my favorite book. She has not wrote a book yet that I've disliked, so anything by Ellen Hopkins. Are you single or taken? I'm engaged. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Kelly Eden, Aki Dearest, Zilla308, Dre Renane, The Gabby Show, Nutarella. I like Watch Mojo. I watch a lot of Watch Mojo. Channel Federator, and Tuned Up. Anything to do with animation, if you've noticed, animation or fashion. What is your favorite movie? Euro Trip, An Ideal First Date. Something where we're like engaging in each other and talking about our likes and dislikes and our interests and values and inspirations. Going to dinner and a movie is one, very outdated, and when you're eating dinner, you're stuffing food in your mouth, so you can't really talk. And in a movie, all you do is sit next to each other and just like hope someone makes the first move, and that's just. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? I've had a lot of boyfriends, but I've only had 3 serious boyfriends. I dated a guy for 2.5 years in high school, and I wish I had never done that. I wish I would have focused more on school and not about a boy or a relationship, because it did affect my schoolwork a lot. And if I have any advice for young girls out there, is that you have plenty of time to date. Focus on your schoolwork, get into a good college or a good trade school, and find what you love to do and make money doing that, and then find love, because boys just take up too much of valuable time. I broke up with that boy second semester of senior year, and I started dating this other guy 3 months later, and we just loved spending time together, but the moment shit started getting serious, he was like, nah, I'm good. And that broke my tiny little Asian heart, and I went wild for a while and just was talking to a lot of guys, and Derek ended up being one of those guys, and he was the one to like really fish for me and say like, I'm gonna make you mine, like you're gonna be my wife, you're gonna be the mother of my children, like I'm gonna get you to come live here with me, like you are just too beautiful and too amazing, and I'm gonna show you what it's like to be treated like a woman and like a fucking princess. And he's been doing that for the past 3 years now. Favorite memory from childhood. Some of my favorite memories growing up is just sitting in the car, family, and just belt. A lot of people know that I hate country, but when I was really young, like that's what my parents listened to, and they would sing along to the songs, and I would eventually learn them, and we'd belt our hearts out singing them together in the car wherever we were going. Yeah, so we were doing a whole lot of driving everywhere. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? I took 2 years of high school Spanish class and did not do very well at all. How many siblings do you have? 7. 4 brothers and 3 sisters. And I'm the youngest of all of them. And we're not blood related to each other. We're only related to each other by marriage. So my parents were having some fun back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, huh? How would you describe your fashion sense? Some people would say that I'm gothic. Some people would say that I'm punk, that I'm just fucking weird. I wear weird ass shit. I don't have a distinct style, but growing up, I really did love the darker side of things. I was always going for the punk rock. I was going for emo, scene, gothic, heavy metal. Like when I was dating that guy Damien, he was really into the heavy metal thing. So I was wearing a lot of studs and band tees, and when I was dating Cody, I didn't really have a fashion sense because he didn't like it when I dressed up, so I didn't do that. What is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant here in Hobbs is Pacific Rim. I don't know if that's a chain or not, but anytime you guys come down to Hobbs, I'll take you to Pacific Rim. I love their food. I'm considered a regular there. What are some of your favorite TV shows? My all-time favorite TV show, even though I'm not currently watching it and I will not watch the remake of it, is Sailor Moon. Oh, this too. I got a Sailor Moon tattoo. She was my hero growing up, and she is the reason why I started writing and started drawing. That's another talent that I have. I'm really good at drawing. Although there are times where I just like totally blank and just don't seem to have like the creative mojo that I need to draw something really good. And right now my favorite TV shows are just like Rick and Morty, Bob's Burgers, adult cartoons. Adventure Time is not an adult cartoon, but I really like that. I really like animation. That's just the creative side of me, and I love comedy. You'll never find me watching an action movie or a romance movie. Fuck that shit. That shit's dumb, it's boring, it's cheesy, it's unrealistic. Comedy, to me, like, that's just our society's way of laughing at ourselves for being complete morons, and I can get down with that. And being able to relate to people and get a laugh out of other people doing the same shit that I do, that's somewhat embarrassing or just wrong, like that, to me, that gets me every single time. I'm really into stand-up comedy. Me and Derek are both like aspiring stand-up comics. We're both aspiring cosplayers too, so add cosplaying and stand-up comedy. PC or Mac? I think I have a PC. I don't know computer technology at all. What phone do you have? It says iOS versus Droid. I have the iPhone 6S in gold, and I've had it for a little under a year, and it just started. You probably heard me talk about it on Facebook, but my phone started glitching really bad. If you don't do a factory resetting every once in a while, your phone will go absolutely haywire. So that's one thing that I don't like about iPhones, is that they constantly need updates. They're one fucking high maintenance fucking bitch. But I just like the simplicity of it. Otherwise, just like the way your apps are laid out. Everything is just like right there for you. The way you take pictures and communicate with each other is pretty straightforward. So that's why I prefer iPhone. I just recognize how to use this better than one of your bad habits. Cracking my knuckles. It's considered a filthy habit and even can make people sick. But I thoroughly enjoy the release of feeling my bones pop. It's a good distressor for me. Anytime I'm feeling tense, I just kind of like roll my neck. I really don't have any other bad habits besides that. That's the only one thing I would consider a bad habit of mine, which is, I feel like everybody says that, but I do have pretty much of a potty mouth. So that was 30 questions for the Get to Know Me tag. I'll put a link where you can find all these questions. There's a lot of questions in here that you can look for. Society.com is where you can find a bunch of questions to do YouTube tags like this. I want to do more of these with other people. I want to do the boyfriend tag with Derek, and maybe a best friend tag. And I'm going to try and keep doing these for as long as I can, because I stopped doing them for a long time, and I don't want to do that anymore, because this is my way of staying close to my friends and family back home. And you all know I haven't been home in 3 years, so I love to interact with you guys, and this just makes me feel like I'm closer to you. Okay, enough chit-chatting. I love you. Bye.